Amazon product research for Amazon influencers and perhaps even associates. If you've been accepted into Amazon Influencer Program, you've been approved for on-site, and you're already past the point where you've made videos about the products within your home, your neighbors, your sisters, your brothers, and it's slowly becoming evident that it's time to do a little bit of product research to figure out which product should I make videos on. Today we're going to talk about 4 different criteria that you should look for when choosing a product that you're going to make your next video on. And let's get to it. So today we're talking about product research. And what does that even mean? Number one thing that you should look for is sales data. Out of all the sales that's happening on Amazon, about only 40 to 50% is going to influencers. And if you're not the only one, you're going to get some percentage out of that too. So sales data is very important. Is it even worth it? Remember, you're already a little bit past the point of making the videos about the products within your home, but you're still not a pro. Until you have your own social media following or an ability to bring in traffic, sales data is pretty much the only thing that's going to guarantee you any type of on-site commissions. So sales data, what do I recommend? Usually products that sell tens of thousands are impossible to get in on. There's somebody already there. That's 1. 2, mostly brands will lock up the main top carousel, so you won't be able to get your video on there. Products that sell by the thousands is great, amazing, but even a couple of hundred a month, this is a good practice. This is a good place to start, especially those where there's no influencers or 1 or 2. Next, if we look a little bit deeper into sales data, we should be able to see seasonality. Most products on Amazon have seasonality. What does that mean? Should we disregard some products? Absolutely not, but we should know what should we be focusing on now. Meaning, at the end, on October 30th, should you start making content for Halloween products? Probably not, right? But some things may not be as obvious as that. Halloween, you should have started making at the end of August, by the way. So some things are not as obvious, so you should be looking at seasonality. There is a way to tell with tools and without tools, but we can get into it later. Other markets, the easiest way to make on-site commission is to get in at the ground floor. If you've heard the old-timers, they tell you all these urban legends, how they used to make hundreds of dollars a day. Your way in is other markets, other English-speaking markets. We have Canada and England. Check them out. So you've checked your sales data. It sells hundreds of units a month or perhaps even thousands. Next thing to check is available slots. Meaning, are there videos in the top carousel? Is there a spot for you? You should be looking. There should be 5 spots and under, usually. So if there's 2 influencers, you still have spot. If there's 3 influencers, you have a spot. But 4 and above, I don't usually bother. There's millions of products on Amazon. Just move on. Next is content research. This is one of my favorite. What does that even mean? Content research. So you need to get to know the product, right? So first we look for keywords that the seller incorporated in the title and bullet points. I'm going to go deeper in a separate video on it, but we're doing content research. So we're looking for keywords. What do people call it? Like, how do they describe this product? We can look at the title and the bullet points. Then, of course, we move on to what are people saying? Are there any reviews? How people are talking about it? If you scroll down a little bit, Amazon AI makes a little excerpt of all the reviews and it tells you what are people saying about the product. There's also a new AI, Rufus, that's been introduced by Amazon, which is for customers' convenience. They can ask all types of questions while on a listing. And basically what Rufus does is collects information from the listing and tells the customer. But you can use it as an influencer as well. You could say, hey, I'm an influencer. I'd like to make a video. Can you give me the pain points? Or perhaps which problems does this product solve? Like, what is the solution? So that's going to be your content research. The purpose of this is to come up with keywords and your future script content. How else are you going to come up with it? You're going to look, of course, at other influencers' videos. What are we looking in other influencers' videos? First and foremost, keep in mind that before anyone watches your video or even buys anything through your video, they need to click on your video. So you need to stand out from other influencers. If you see 2, 3 influencers with the same title, watch this, or an honest review, do you want to be number 3 or number 4 in there? No, you want to stand out. You also want to watch their videos and see, did they answer? Because now you know which questions aren't answered in the listings. You know which questions customers are left with because they've left it in their reviews. Did the influencers answer all those questions? Probably not. That's your way in, and that's how you can stand out, using the keywords and the information you've collected while doing content research. And you want to use it in your title. First should always be your keyword, then something that would entice or intrigue a person, perhaps a question, and a little playoff in the caption, which of course should stand out. And the only way to know that is to look at what other influencers have done. And that, my friends, is product research for Amazon Influencer. A long form video with all the details on how to figure out seasonality, where can you find other markets, what is available slots, how can you look for it, content research, do you need tools or you can figure out the keywords on your own, and of course how to stand out from other influencers. Will all be in a long form video, which will be dropping later today. Don't forget to follow, like, and of course comment. I want to know, what do you want to know?